What is going on, Shib Army? This your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Shibarium, giving you guys a quick rundown of what's happening. I'm not going to be able to get to every single detail, but I am going to give you guys a quick overview as well as an opportunity for you bone holders, leash holders, Shiboshi holders, and Shiboshi holders to being able to capitalize. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what I'm talking about in this video. So before I dive too deeply into it, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about Shibarium. Now, I'm not going to make a Roaring Kitty video today. Looks like there's a buy that just came in actually for Roaring Kitty. Due to the fact that I was pinning some type of piece of information, the information have not came out yet. So instead of just prolonging it, not making a video tonight, but I do show you guys the chart with Roaring Kitty. It is looking pretty good. GME earnings was positive, so we could see a Keith Gill post maybe sometime between now into Sunday. So just be on the lookout for that, because if that happened, we could probably be testing all-time highs or probably breaking all-time highs, because this run up, just based upon his post, was roughly around like a 60-something% move on the way up, and we are less than 50% away from our all-time high. So we could probably see another 50 testing all-time highs, then off to the races. So back on topic, let's talk about Bone. Bone, I mean, it is what it is, guys. The market in itself, it is having a pullback, so it is dragging the overall assets, all the different assets down. You have Shiba Inu. Bone follows Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu follows Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's going down, Shiba Inu more likely is going to go down. Then you're going to, it's going to get down to Bone. Typically when you're seeing sympathy plays, because currently right now what we're seeing is Bone is moving based upon Shiba Inu. The sympathy plays, whenever there's a pullback, they're going to be the one that get affected the most. So this is why you're seeing Bone at 7%. Versus Shiba Inu only down 3.92%. So hopefully, that makes sense to you guys. If not, leave a comment and I'll explain a little bit more to you guys. But talk about what's going on in Shibarium or around Shibarium or even within the Shib ecosystem. You have one thing that I think that we as a community, as the Shib army, should tap into. So hopefully Shytoshi is seeing this. Hopefully Cal is seeing this, because this is something that they could use, to being able to get things done within the army. Because anytime they have a bottleneck at some type of activity that they need to get done, to being able to make the community better, they could, make posts like this, these raids, because it seems like Shytoshi, he actually said, small favor, Shib Army, can you ping the out of hyperlink X until they check their DM, please and thank you. So after he did this, he put the, he put the APB out on what the army should do, and guess what ended up happening? The army came through the rated hyper liquid X, and they were able to respond within like 19 hours of us doing that. This is the type of stuff that we need to do anytime that we're stuck or they're stuck, and this is definitely going to make their life a little bit easier. And this is why I say, like, this is something that they should really focus in on, because again, we are all in this together. You know what I mean? They're developing, they're creating, and if they get stuck and need the army's assistance, use the army. This is what we're here for. Use the army. And there's another one too where Cal had some issues with MetaMask, as far as like, he said he had a few open tickets. And he said, hey, MetaMask, pause up for Shib. He said, pause Shib for one of your top dogs. We've got a few open tickets for Shibarium, Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network, waiting for some attention. You for a while. Could you fetch those fixed, please? Or soon? We'll really appreciate a swift resolution, treats for everyone. And after, we saw this, the army started raiding, boom, talking about sent you a DM. Like, these are the type of stuff that we as an army, if we're not tech savvy, but we see like raids going out like that, that's what you could do. something as simple as just retweeting, say, hey, tagging them. That right there gets the job done, and it's going to make their job easier and also getting things a lot done faster. So that's just something. Hopefully, Shytoshi sees this video, and that way they could start implementing raids like this. Because again, we could all contribute to something as simple as that. Next, we have Shifu. Shifu is going to be a token that I want to say, I don't know if it's going to be launched. Now, I don't have all the details. The only details that I've really looked into is how, who qualifies for the airdrop and how I'm going to be able to get it. So if you guys own Leash, Bone, Shiboshi, you're going to be able to get airdrop, right? So they do have the documents right here, and they give you all the outlines as far as like how it's broken down. You got Bone, you got Leash. Leash will get the majority of the biggest pie. Then you have Bone, then you have the NFT, then you also have the gaming. So leash holders, let's give you guys the quick rundown. So leash holders, airdrop terms and condition. You need to hold at least 0.01 leash for every one allocation slot. Shifu airdrop will be distributed proportionally to holders leash holding. Example, if you hold 0.01 leash, you'll get one allocated slot. If you hold 100 leash, you'll get a 10,000 allocated slot. The total allocated slot will be calculated among all holders, and the airdrop will be divided equally to all allocated slot. So, as long as you hold leash must be held in your on-chain wallet. So if you have it on the exchange, not going to work. So you could either have it on Ethereum or Shibarium. So the snapshot of them taking it is going to be soon. So same thing for Bone. You could either have it on Ethereum or Shibarium. Same thing for for your NFTs as well too. So they didn't they didn't specifically say anything as far as like if you bridge your NFT over, but mines are still on Ethereum, so I didn't bridge any NFTs over. But yeah, this is free token, guys. So people want to partner up with Shibarium, want to partner up with Shib, and want to provide free token. That's free money, man. Free money. Like some people get mad. I see people mad like, oh my god, these tokens they're trying to leash off of the Shib army. Oh yeah, by providing free tokens. Okay, yeah, good leashing. And at the end of the day, like if you're not interested in the token, like don't buy it. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to participate in everything. But that's just a whole nother topic. So next, let's talk about Shiro. Now I'm not invested into Shiro, but I am happy to see that they are coming to Shibarium. So based upon the Shib token account, it says Shiro is coming to Shibarium Net soon. Big congrats to our feline friends. Excited to see the journey ahead. The reason why I'm bringing them up is because we need as much project as we can onto Shibarium. Because the project that comes onto Shibarium, that's going to provide liquidity pool. And the liquidity pool is going to be Bone. The way that they're going to get these Bone, they're going to have to buy the Bone onto the open market. So we want to start seeing Bone outside the hands of holders, but more in the hand of liquidity pools and projects. Because with that being said, it is going to cause not only demand, but it's going to also cause less selling pressure. Because imagine a big whale controlling Bone, because based upon their airdrops that they receive, because some whales own Bone based upon their big allocation that they had of Shiba Inu. So right here, this is Shiro's chart. They're currently sitting at a $329 million market cap. But the thing that I really want to focus in on is the liquidity that they have on Ethereum. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the same thing that they're going to do for Shibarium, but if they are able to do a $2.4 million liquidity, that means at least $1 million worth of Bone would be into that liquidity, guys. That would be exciting just to be able to have that much Bone locked away, because again, that's going to get taken away from the layer 1, added onto the layer 2. So it's going to decrease what is currently being circulated. And yeah, and seeing $1 million worth of Bone is pretty exciting, especially since Bone is sub it's at 58 cents, right? So that's at least gonna be like 2 million bones that they're gonna have, or close to 2 million bone. So things are looking good. Again, more and more projects that we can get on Shibarium, the better it's going to be for Bone in the long run. If you look at Pump Fund, and the reason why Pump Fund is doing, or Solana is doing what it's doing, is due to the fact that Pump Fund is getting a whole bunch of Solana in liquidity pools for different projects. So, yeah. And this is them right here with their, and plus they got 61,000 followers. Let's see how many holders they have. Holders, they have 13,000. So potentially 13,000, 13,000 people could be on board if they're not already on Shibarium, but to be able to come on Shibarium because their project is on there. This is what we need more of. So next we have the bridge, Shibarium bridge. They are doing a makeover, and I think it might just be anticipating of this, guys. Now I haven't heard anything back in regards to them allowing different projects submitting the applications to be able to bridge to Shibarium, but them doing a bridge makeover, and this is how the bridge look. Let me show you guys. This is how the bridge look. So now this is, you can do the NFT, you can do the token, and when you click over here, it got all the different tokens. The only token that has been added as of recently was LTD. LTD was not a bridgeable token, but now it is, and that was added maybe like a week or two ago. And after that happened, it had a massive pump. So congrats to them on getting onto Shibarium, because again, there's another project that added liquidity on Shibarium, and if we could get as many projects as we can to get onto Shibarium, guys, it's going to help the overall price of Bone. So I'm waiting to hear from this to see, because one project that did apply again was Roaring Kitty. So Roaring Kitty being on Shibarium, that would be awesome sauce. Hopefully we could see that happen ASAP, because again, we already have the liquidity pool ready to go to be added onto Shibarium. Now, last few things. We have K9 Finance. They're currently doing a Christmas giveaway. So 12 days worth of giveaways. The first giveaway that they actually did was Shiba Rock. Guys, the Shibarium rocks, it actually been seeing a couple of tractions since they did this giveaway. One of the, one lucky whale received one Shiba Rock, and it was, the floor price at the time was like 600 bone. So they just got essentially free 600 bone. And currently right now, let's see what's the floor price. This is on Mantra. The current floor price on Shiba Rock is 750 bones, guys. So things are starting to get active. Now I have seen different rocks, the Ether rock as well as the Bitcoin rock. They have been selling as well too. But just in the last 6 days, you just been seeing different buy orders. And this right here, Shiba Rock is the number one, the highest floor Shibarium NFT project. And remember, this is the same NFT that that was minted for like less than 100 bones or something like that. So if you minted yours, you could have gotten a nice little 6x off of this. So big congrats for everyone who got in, because again, I still think once the NFT market really start to pop off on Shibarium, then these puppies right here, they're gonna definitely be worth, if not 5 figures, 5-6 figures. So I ain't not financial advice, but I still hold on to mines, and I'm holding on to 6 figures, because again, I've seen what the rocks collection could do. So last few things here. Oh yeah, so with K9, they're doing, since that was the giveaway, so the second giveaway for day 2 is bad. So 2 lucky winners gonna be eligible. You got to be a whale. You got to be a whale holding 400 million K9 in order to be eligible, and 2 people are gonna get eligible to get and receiving bad. Now, one thing about K9, guys, yeah, the price is lower. With the price being lower, that is a buying opportunity for me, because I'm actually planning on getting some K9 tomorrow, because I still think this project right here at the minimum would be $100 million market cap, and currently right now I think it's somewhere around a $2 million market cap if I'm not mistaken. But it is what it is. One thing too, forgot to mention is when it comes to K9, the success of K9 currently right now, until if they get onto another chain as well, is heavily depending on what Bone does. So if Bone is thriving, Bone is succeeding, you're gonna start to see K9, start to see as well. But really, guys, that is all that I have for you today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little, walk around Shibarium, walk around the Shib ecosystem. Yeah, until next time, Random Art signing off. Peace!